Welcome to this screencast where I'm going to show you how to use the short vertical method to add numbers. So if we take a calculation like 237, add 148 equals. Well, the steps to success with this are as follows. First of all, rewrite the calculation, making sure you put the numbers vertically above each other, with the tens, the hundreds and the units, digits all lined up perfectly underneath each other. Then we draw a line, and we actually draw another line at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, important thing to remember at this stage now is, having now laid out the calculation differently, I'll just zoom in so you can see that a bit more detailed, is that we actually start at this end with the units part of the calculation. We always start with the units. So this time we've got 8 add 7. Now, problem of 8 add 7, as I'm sure you all realise, the answer is 15. We can't put 15 in the units column. And let me show you what's happening with the Dean's blocks. We've added 2, 4, 6, 8 and 2, 4, 6, 7 together in the units, and we've got 15. So we cannot write 15 in the units column. The biggest digit we can have is 9. But what we can do is we can exchange for one of these tens blocks. So if I take my 15, as it is now, if I take my 15, if I take the first 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I can exchange that 10 for one of these tens, which now goes into the tens column. And that idea of exchanging your units so that they now represent tens, or your tens so that they now represent hundreds, is a key idea in this process, and that's what it means simply. But when we come to do this method, which is much quicker, much shorter, we do it this way. We say 8 add 7 is 15. We can put the 5 in the units column because it represents 5 units. But the 1, we've exchanged it for a 10, and we now write that exchanged 10 in line with all the other 10 unit digits. And we write it at the bottom, underneath the bottom line. That's just a convention we use in our school. I've seen other people do it different ways, but you do it this way, because this will stand you in good stead throughout the remaining years at this school. So then we add 4 and 3, which is 7. Now you must, this is the most common mistake, is now to forget that 10 that's in that column, but we must add that 1 on at the bottom. So although 4 and 3 is 7, we've got to add an extra 1, which is 8. And then 2 and 1 in the hundreds comes to 3 hundreds. So the answer is 385. Do have a go at perhaps estimating before you do your calculation. My estimate would be that that calculation is a bit like, after rounding, 240 plus 150. And doing that calculation mentally, because it's just an estimate, I'd say 50 and 40 is 90. 100 and 200 is 300, so the answer is 390. It is crucial that you estimate to check your answers. Do write the answer at the top as well, because that will stop you making big mistakes and getting answers in this method that are nowhere near the correct answers. Does my answer look about right? Yeah, 385 is approximately 390. It looks like I'm in the right area. I haven't got up here 3,850, or probably the most common mistake there would have been to put 3,815. So have a go, try to avoid making any mistakes by estimating, and do watch this video again if you're still unsure of the short vertical method of adding.